Okay, it is Friday, December 16th, 2011, at 9:30 at night. First off, this has been a fairly hectic week, I would say. Work Monday and Tuesday as usual. Wednesday, I kind of slept late more than I wanted to, but sometimes you need rest. Um, Thursday was a normal work day, other than going to Lowe's, to check out a few things, which I will elaborate on in a little bit. Um, and then today I spent most of the day cleaning, so good work day all around. Um, some of the changes that I had alluded to on a previous post on Facebook were in regards to getting my own place. And of course, some of you freak out and say, yay, he's moving to Lynchburg or somewhere like that. Let me go ahead and unfortunately bust your bubble and say that I will still be living in Gladys. I will be kind of living at home, but not at home, if that makes sense. I will have my own place, not exactly connected to the house, so it will be my own space to do whatever I want to with. Um, with that said, I'm actually looking forward to it because, my phone hush. There are about 4, 5, 6, 7 people living in my house, 8 including me. And it's just been a little bit too much. I spend all my time in my bedroom, to say the least, but my mom and stepdad felt it would be best if I had my own place, and I could agree with it because I'm 33 years old. I do need my own space away from everybody else. So we'll see how that pans out. One of the things that has really troubled me since most of this afternoon, I posted a status on Facebook. I was just pretty much being goofy, I guess, but it said something to the effect of, sometimes I'm so awesome that awesome is jealous of my awesomeness. A few people liked it. I won't be too serious, but I was just trying to, I was kind of bored when I posted that. Apparently, there is someone on my Facebook page who still has ties to certain people I do not want in my life and wish they were not in my life or knew anything about what's going on in my life. I received a message stating that that you're not worth it. You're not worth someone loving you or having someone special in your life. That you are too ugly or too skinny. And, just very derogatory. There was a point in my life where that would have been taken to heart, extremely to heart, I should say. And without sounding like a conceited, please, if you know what I mean. First of all, being skinny or having dark circles under your eyes, or having a bad hair day, or looking scruffy and tired the way I am now, because it has been a long day, has no bearing on the heart of an individual. People who only look at the superficial things in my mind are extremely short-sighted. For the record, it's perfectly fine to be different. It's not a bad thing. Anyone who tells you otherwise has issues of their own to deal with. More so they want to admit to themselves. Having said that, I know my mistakes, I know my past, I know the things I've done wrong, but I also know the things I've done right. And there are not many people who can go to bed at night knowing that when they end the day, they've done all they can do, they've done the best they can do for that day. And then tomorrow is a new day. Anyone who wants to just focus on the bad things, on the mistakes of what you did yesterday, or a month, or a year, or 10 years ago, really needs to take a good hard look at themselves. Because nobody's perfect. Anyone who tells themselves, I am perfectly perfect and imperfect in every way, is delusional. Seriously, I mean, there is no perfect person on the planet. Yes, there are people who are perfect for each other, because they complement each other, they fit each other, they fill in missing pieces for each other. But as far as an A1 prime example of what a perfect person is, there is no one is actually perfect. On the same token, though, if you really want to get down to what perfection is, in a sense, everyone is perfect to the point where everyone is unique. There's no one to be compared to you. Even identical twins are different. Yes, they may look the same, talk the same, sound the same, have the same fingerprints. Some do, some don't. I don't know all about twins, but just the basics, they look identical. But as far as their personalities, their feelings, their wants, their desires, their needs, all of it's different. Right down to everything. With that said, when people come at me and say, well, you're skinny, you have dark circles under your eyes, these people never take into account what might be causing that, what has caused that. Not to dredge up the past too far. When I was really young, I had cancer. Some of you know that, some of you don't. I took radiation treatment for about 3 months. At the age that I had it, it's when most kids start growing. From my waist up, stopped growing from the radiation treatments. It pretty much stunted the growth in my chest and my shoulders. I don't have very broad shoulders. I don't have a thick nail in the chest. Whatever. I have dark circles under my eyes from the radiation treatments that can be corrected by surgery, but they are not life-threatening, so I don't see a need to have that done. I still have my good days and my bad days. I have scar tissue in my lower part of my intestine that makes me sick to my stomach sometimes when it flares up. I have to be careful as far as eating sesame seeds or things that have seeds in them, like tomatoes or strawberries and stuff like that. Small price to pay for your life. No big deal. But the point I'm getting at is people don't realize just how stupid they sound when they say, he's skinny, he does drugs, oh, you need to eat more. Honey, let me tell you, I eat more in a day than most people eat 3. Okay? So just for the record, shut your pie hole, please. Or better yet, go stuff a piece of pie in it. I sounded conceited, I know. Oh well. But when, like I said, when someone does something like that, or obliviously and obtusely ignores you based on what they see in a profile picture as far as, well, he's not my type. Do you know the person that you're looking at? Do you bother to even try to find out, okay, well, maybe there's something more to this person than what the picture entails? Chances are most people don't. There was a time in my life where I had to seek professional help, which I ain't afraid to admit that. Everybody needs help at one point in their life. One of the things I did learn during that is most people act on what's called a reptilian instinct, which means they see something and automatically sum it up without questioning it, and then decide, okay, do I stick around or do I run? When it comes to another person, 95% of the people on the planet let that govern how they react toward a person. They don't stop to think, let's see what's different here. Let's see if there's more to it than meets the eye. But rather than doing that, which takes time, and it's something people view very preciously and don't want to spend a lot of time doing, they tend to just run. Just arbitrarily up and run. Another thing that really I don't understand, and I've had this happen more than once, is people who tell me, well, I'm looking for such and such in a person. Well, I want such and such in a person. I want someone to make me feel like this. I want someone to do these little things for me. On and on and on and on and on. And I have to sit here and ask myself, okay, I've been trying to show you I can do that for you, but yet you don't even give me a chance. What's wrong? Is it because I'm not tall enough? Am I not short enough? What is it about me? Is it the fact that I do care, that you don't like, that makes you uncomfortable, that I care about you as a person, that I want to see you happy, that I want to try to make you happy? But does that register in your mind? Or is there something else that's troubling you to the point where you're like, okay, he ain't worth it. Let's just carry on, and I'll cry on his shoulder, and then when my tears dry, I'll try again with somebody else. Yeah, I don't understand it. Will I understand it? Did I? Is that a bad thing not to understand? Depends on how you look at it. I don't dwell on it anymore. One of the recent events that really got me was someone I had dated that, to be quite honest, broke my heart into more pieces than I care to count, and brought me to a point in my life where I never even considered what I had considered, and I ain't going into details on that. But recently started dating someone else. The person they started dating, I care about this individual a lot. This person has been through a lot. They have had various struggles in their life, various heartbreaks in their life. And when I first saw the relationship status change, my first instinct was to send this person a message and say, look, you're dealing with damaged goods. And I thought, well, this person can turn around and say the same thing about me, and I refrained from doing so. As a result, this person got hurt. The same person who hurt me. Granted, they try to remain friends. Granted, they try to keep everything reconciled and on a calm level with each other. But, to be quite honest, it hurt me to see this happen to them. More so probably because I didn't warn them. Say, hey, look, be careful, watch your back. And I should have. But at the same time, it's not my place to stick my nose in somebody else's business. If he had asked, tell me about this individual, I would have at that point. But to voluntarily say, look, you need to watch out, that was not my place. Perhaps it was wrong. Yes, it might have been wrong. But I can't take responsibility for it. I didn't tell him to start dating this person. All I could do is be there for him now. Even though he's hurt, that's all I could do. In closing, shut up, phone. In closing, tomorrow is another work day. Sunday, I'm going to church. Sunday morning, probably Sunday night. Looking forward to my Sunday afternoon nap, which I haven't had in a few weeks now. Yes, I know, I like my Garfield moments, okay? Everyone has something they like to do on a Sunday. Mine happens to be playing like Garfield or curl up in the middle of my bed and take a nap. Nothing wrong with that. Next week is the week before Christmas. I have to work Monday. I'm off Tuesday. I have to work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and get off at 4 o'clock Saturday, which is Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, I will be going over to my granny's house sometime around 4 to 8 o'clock to eat breakfast, and then got to be back at church for the Christmas cantata on Sunday morning, and then go back over to my grandparents' house and my dad and my stepmom's for Christmas Day to celebrate Christmas with them. So, yeah, next week is going to be kind of hectic, but I'm looking forward to it. I mean, there was a point in my life where I dreaded Christmas Day. Even when I was in a relationship with someone, Christmas Day didn't feel like what Christmas should be. Recently, my mom has been watching the Hallmark Channel a lot. And all it plays is Christmas movies after Christmas movies after Christmas movies. Love, 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 love. And for the longest time, I would cry myself to sleep Christmas Day. Especially that night. Because I didn't feel what everybody else felt at Christmas. But this year, I have decided to do something a little different. What that different is, we shall see. I'm getting goofy, I'm tired, I'm punchy, look out. As I told what I might come up with next, okay? Keep me forewarned. Having said that, one of the things I might do it's something that I haven't ever done, is actually sit down and read the Christmas story. Not "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," but the actual Christmas story. Perhaps it would help put the holiday in perspective. Yes, I know the Christmas story. I know it front and back and side to side and all that good jazz. Questions, do I comprehend it? I do. But, like I said, it might be something different. We'll see. Or I may end up finding myself in the same depressing monotone. I cry myself to sleep again. I'll try not to. If it gets to the point where I will feel like I'm going to do that, yep, it's 2 Tylenol PM, 2 Benadryl, and out like a light. One of the things that, speaking of relationships, that's got me utterly confused is how people who are in a relationship act like it's such a drag, that it's such a bad thing, that it's something that they have to work at. Growing up, my grandmother and my grandfather had been married forever, it seems like, when he passed away a few years ago. They worked together as far as raising a family, running the farm, putting meals on the table, things like that. That's something they worked together doing. But when it came down to their relationship, they didn't have to work at it. At least from what I saw, they were always, even when they got to arguments and fuss and fought, they always went to bed together, and they always told each other, "Good night, I love you." But yet people who want to consider a relationship as being a full-time job, if you're with the right person, you shouldn't have to work at it so hard. Yes, you're going to have your disputes. Yes, you're going to have your disagreements. Yes, you're going to see things differently. But it's not a job. It's not something you have to constantly be hammered by, or am I quote-unquote filling the pot, so to speak, with what this other person needs. I could be wrong in saying that, but I do know from my first long-term relationship, it's not something that I had to work at. Perhaps it's because I grew up with this individual, or perhaps it's because I knew this person for a long time. But it was just natural. It was natural for us to be together. It was natural for us to be around each other. And yes, we were polar opposites, because this other person was what society would have viewed as a knockout sex god, and I'm not. But this person didn't care about that. This person cared about me as an individual, as to my heart, my soul, my mind. They didn't care about the physical things, the physical attributes. This person wanted me for who I was and who I am, and who I could have been, and who I could be. They didn't care about the superficial malarkey that so many people are hung up on. And to be honest, I can't say that I'm hung up on things like that. Yes, I do find certain things attractive. Yes, I do find certain qualities attractive. But will I summarily dismiss a person because they don't have everything on that checklist? No. That's wrong. You don't treat another person like they're a grocery list, or list the features on a car or a truck. Like, ooh, only just 20 miles to the gallon. Not worth my time, not worth my money. No. Yeah. Excuse me, but sometimes I want to just slap people for that, because they don't realize how much they hurt somebody. Anyway, I have rambled on enough for the past 20 minutes or so. How time flies. Even though I'm having fun. Anyway, I am going to get ready to go to bed and just relax the night away. So until my next video vlog, whenever that happens, farewell for now.